Good morning. How are you? Okay, I think we're expecting Sue, but let's get started. Make sure you're standing nice and tall. I want you to squeeze your glutes and lift up through your thighs. Your feet are pretty wide apart, and then I want you to pull isometrically your feet together. So you got lots of activation going on in the legs. Hold that while you raise the arms up. Keep them wide and really try to broaden through the shoulders. Now from here, you're going to slowly pull halfway down. You're still pulling those feet towards each other, and then come up slowly and then lift the arms back up. Keep them nice and wide, but really reach for the ceiling. And then fold back down again. Keep your spine nice and long and your chest proud. Come all the way back up again with the arms. And one last time. Keep pulling those feet towards each other. Reach for the ceiling. And then bring your arms back by your side. You're going to step your feet in. Hands on your waist. Pick your right knee up. Just hold it. And if you challenge with balance through movement of body parts, you can always find a spot on the floor and just make that your focus. As we open the knee out to the side and then bring it back together. And let's just do that a few more times. Just work the range of motion that's comfortable for you. And then put it back down. Let's do it on the opposite side. Knee up, focus. And then open and close. Nice. Put it down. Take those feet wide again. You're going to keep your hands on your hips, fold halfway down, but this time I want you to squeeze those elbows into each other as you go up and down. So you got lots of upper back muscle activation going on. One more time. Nice. Now with your feet wide apart and pulling together so you feel your inner thighs work, reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Try to touch. And then do the same with the other one. Reach, 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 nice and long. You should probably feel a little stretch going down your side body to the waistband of your pants. Reach, 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 and switch. And now you're going to take both arms up. Bring them a little closer together, but keep the shoulders broad. And then do a nice slow swan dive all the way down. This time you let the head go. Just kind of unweight the upper body. Let's get some good blood flow to our face. Just sort of let the head hang where it wants to. Now, while you breathe here, try to expand the ribs. Nice. Now inhale and extend to a flat back. So let's try to get our fingertips on the floor. And you're going to try to walk them forward till you feel a stretch around the armpits. Once you have that going on, now make sure you're keeping your neck in a comfortable place so you don't feel any stress. Let's get our toes, make sure they're aligned. Now you're going to bend your knees, keep your arms where they are. And then go back to a straight leg. And bend. And try to weight the back of the feet. And then straighten. If you can, on this last one, walk your fingers a little further out. Do it. Now come into a full fold. So just let your head hover above the floor. Hands are down, your legs are straight if that's possible. Breathe. And now inhale and extend to a flat back. Drift your hips backwards. Don't fall, but go as far as you can. Now take one hand to your waist and then the other one. Come up slowly. Nice. Bring your feet hip width apart. Your hands are on your waist. You're going to pick your right knee up. Take your left hand to the outside of that leg and rotate your upper body as far as you can. And then put that foot down and do the same on the other side. Pick the knee up. Right hand holds the outside. Rotate. It's both shoulders you're trying to rotate. And then do it again. Maybe this time you get a little more rotation. Switch sides. Whoops. You move too quickly. Might not end well. But the good news is we can always start again. This is your last time on each side. Really try to get those shoulders around. You can take your gaze and look backwards. Nice. Okay, big deep breath. And let's go all the way down. We're going to walk out maiden plank. So you're in your high plank with your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to do some scapular push-ups. So drop into the shoulders, push away. It's not a big movement. Just keep going up and down. Maybe a few inches either way. Okay, let's bring the knees to the floor. You're going to come onto the tops of your feet as you push the hips back. Your arms are going to come just above the floor. So you're just sitting on your heels. Let's take some deep breaths. Now I have my knees together. You can have yours wherever you like. Now come forward. Shoulders back over your wrists. Now with your knees on the floor, do those scapular push-ups. You might get a little bit more range because you've got your knees down. Now we're going to change the angle. Turn your hands so your fingers face towards the edges of the mat and do those same scapular push-ups. Again, you're just switching up the angle, feeling it maybe in a slightly different spot. Let's do a few more. Then we're going to really try to open up these shoulders. Okay, so open up your knees, tuck your toes under, and let's take the hips back over the heels. You're not sitting this time. Slide your hands to the front corners of your mat. So you've got pretty good distance between the hands. Now, make sure you're keeping your neck long. So you're not dropping the face, forehead's off the floor. Now I want you to inch those hands a little more forward if you can, and then isometrically, keeping them down on the mat, pull them towards your knees. They're not going to move, but you've got that nice little tug going on through the side body. Okay, release that tug. Bring the hands just a little bit towards the inside, tiny bit. Open the right palm, lift it off the floor. Reach the arm long, so no bend at the elbow. Close it to the floor and relax. Left palm, open, lift, and reach. Close it to the floor, relax, and switch. Make sure you're not creating any stress in your neck. So you want to position that head wherever it feels comfortable. And if you need to take a break, do it. Just go side to side one last time. Nice. Now come up onto all fours. You're going to keep your left palm on the floor. You're going to take your right hand, thread it through as you draw the hips back. So we're trying to get a good stretch behind that right shoulder. Again, face is off the floor. Hold this just for a few more breaths. Come back up. So you're in your quadruped position. You pick up the left hand as you drive the hips back over the heels and inch that hand all the way to the side so you get the back of the left shoulder. Nice. Okay, come on back up. Cat cows, why not? We should do these every day. Helps to relieve stress in our upper back. It's all about mobility, right? You got to move through all these joints and muscles, activate them. Try driving the hips back as you begin to arch the back. Now let's make sure we're not releasing the belly. Those muscles are pulling up and in. Let's do a couple more. We're going to meet in a plank and then we're going to take it right to a down dog. So let's do that now. Walk those hands to the front of your mat. Come into your high plank with your shoulders over your wrists. And now we're going to pull through to a downward facing dog. We're going to pedal our feet so we stretch out the calves. So you're coming high on the toes on one foot, heel to the floor on the other. Hopefully your shoulders feel a little looser. Now we're doing the lower legs. Okay, let's hold one heel down. Pick the other foot up off the floor and circle your ankle. Now change directions. Try to keep equal weight in both your arms. Point and flex. And then do the same on the opposite side. Try not to shift your hips to the left if you're working circles with the right. Change your direction. Point and flex. And put that foot down. Now let's come high on the toes on both feet. And let's pull the shoulders back forward so you're in your high plank and right back to your down dog. Heels to the floor. Do that again. High on the toes. Drift the body forward and then take it back. Heels down. One last time. Nice. Hold your high plank. Step your left foot up between your hands. Fingertips only on the floor. So you're in what we call a runner's lunge position. So let's try our best not to put too much weight into the hands. I want it to go into that left leg. Now you're going to rock up, lift the right heel up so you're high on the toes on the right foot. And then drift it backwards. Now my heel is not getting to the floor, but I am getting a great stretch up that calf. Come back up onto the toes. Push the heel towards the floor. One more time. Hands down, step back. Other foot comes forward. Runner's lunge. Little weight in the hands, get high on the toes on the left foot, push that heel towards the mat. Okay, both hands down, step back, you're in your plank, and from here we're going to go to lizard. So I'm going to have you bring your left foot this time between the hands, bring your left hand to the inside of your front foot, and let's take that right knee to the mat. So releasing the groin area. Should feel a nice little stretch also through the inner thigh of that left leg. Now let's activate those muscles. So take that left knee, push it into the arm, and release it. and push it. And release it. And one more time, push it into the arm. And then release it. Now you're going to take your left hand. Now, if your right knee is hurting you, grab a towel under that right knee. Take the left hand to your left knee and see if you can open that left knee a little bit out to the side. Nice. Now take that left hand back to the floor. We're going to lower down onto the forearms. And again, if that's not comfortable for you or happening today, stay up on your hands. We're just here for a few breaths. Okay, back to the hands. Take your left hand to the outside. You're going to drift your hips backwards. Flex the foot in the front, toes up to the ceiling on that left foot. So let's try to get the left leg straight. Fingertips only on the floor, on the edges of the mat. Now let the hips come forward and then rock them back. And again, if this is aggravating that right knee, find a towel. Just keep going forward and back. When you come forward, you're letting your hips get as far forward as they want to. When you drift backwards, those toes on that left foot are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Gets all those little tendons behind that left knee. So let's hold the hips back, point those toes, even take your right hand to that left foot and push the foot towards you if you want to enhance that release. Okay, now both hands back down. We're going to step back, meet and plank. From here, you're going right to your down dog. We're just going to hold here for 5 breaths. Make sure your head is relaxed. You can see the sides of your arms. You're just chilling out here. Great time to close your eyes and just sort of get a little lost in the moment. Great, come back forward to plank. Now this time, right foot comes up between the hands. We're going to take that right hand to the inside of that front foot. Gradually let those hips get closer to the floor as you lower your left knee. And again, if you want to put a towel under there, go for it. Just relax here as you push that right knee into your right arm. And then release it. And then push it. And release it. And one last time, push it. Take your right hand up to your knee. Give it a little gentle help to get out to the side a little bit. It's not forcing though. Just relaxing, enjoying that inner thigh stretch. Nice. Take that right hand to the instep of that front foot again. And if you're feeling it today, you're going to come down onto your forearms. Just hold here for a few breaths. And it's perfectly fine to stay up on your hands if this feels awkward. Okay, let's all come back up to the hands. Take your right hand to the outside of that foot. Step back to plank. Meet me in your down dog. Get into the perfect down dog. Now you're going to lift your left leg up. You're going to open the hip. You're going to bend the leg at the knee. Try to lift your knee higher. Put it down and do the same on the opposite side. Right leg up. Hip opens, leg bends, knee goes up. Lots of glute activation going on here. Put it down, repeat other side. And just keep oscillating between the two sides. Try to keep equal weight in both your arms. Let's do one more time on each side. Nice. Now, come back to your plank. Put your knees down. We're going to do 3 cat-cows. Make them great. So big arch. And then drop into those shoulders, look forward. Do it again. After we do these, we're all going to meet in a child's pose. So let's open the knees hip width. Come onto the tops of your feet. Let's take it back so you're sitting on your heels. Grab a towel for your forehead. This time you're relaxing the arms and forehead to the floor. Okay, come on back up. How good did that feel? We're going to come off those feet. You're going to extend your legs out and take them nice and wide. So you're sitting up nice and tall. So move all that muscle out of the way and get a good firm connection to your mat. Long spine, long torso, fold forward. Now let's take these toes, flex your feet, and try to push your foot towards the back of the room as you fold down. Now we're going as far as we can, keeping the spine long. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Your hands are on the mat way out in front and your arms are long. So you're getting the benefit of stretching behind the shoulders also. Keep trying to turn the feet towards the back of the room, your toes. And now we're going to bend into the elbows. See if you can drop them to the mat and let your head go. Now, if you're here and you're comfortable, you can inch those hands and arms a little more forward. Try it. Keep pushing your toes towards the back of the room. Okay, walk it back up. Bring your legs back onto your mat. You're sitting up tall. You're going to bend your left foot or knee, leg. Pull both knees in. Open up your feet a little greater than the width of your hips. One hand at a time back behind you for support. You're going to let the knees go to the right. Twist them all the way. So you've got your left knee on the floor, maybe. Come back. That's why we made our feet a little wider apart. Go the other way. Maybe that right knee can push towards the floor. And then you're just going to keep repeating this side to side. And again, we don't force, just kind of go where you're enjoying it. This is sort of like a feel better class. It's not kill your body class. Couple more of these, then we're going to all meet in a 90-90, one of my favorite stretches. So let's take the right foot, get a right leg, get a 90-degree angle and take the left one back behind you. For this, I like to use a towel under my left knee, just to make it a little softer. So if I look at both my legs, I've got 90 degrees. Take your hands forward, lean over that leg like you're going to do a push-up. So come on down with your chest to the thigh and then push away. Now take your left arm up and swing it around and touch your mat behind you. Bring that left arm back forward, little shoulder mobility. Come down like you're doing a push-up over the leg. Come back, swing the arm again. All the way around, touch your mat. Bring it forward. So you're making a big circle with that arm. Chest over that leg. And one more time. Now from here, we're just gonna flip the legs. So now you're facing the back of your mat, just because it's easier. Bring the hands out in front, get into that push-up position. Lower your chest to the thigh. Come back up. Sweep the right arm all the way up and around. Touch the mat right behind those hips. Circle it back forward. Give me that push-up again. Doesn't that feel good on that left leg? Circle it forward. Do your little push-up. Circle the arm. One more little push-up. Come back up, flip those knees around, and then sit with your legs out in front like you're in staff pose, because we are in staff pose. Bring the arms out in front, spine is long, raise the arms. Try to reach for the ceiling, pull the stomach in. Now, from here, C-curve the spine. Come down really slowly. Lots of muscle control here. Once you're down, take the arms all the way back behind you. Point your toes. Breathe, big deep breaths. Now we're gonna hang out here just for a second. Bring your arms forward, let the hands touch the floor. Take them all the way back again. Feel this like it's almost like it's a massage for your upper back. Just keep bringing the arms all the way back and all the way forward. We're going to do that 2 more times. Again, make sure you got good distance between the hands. Hold them back this time. Try to sink your rib cage. Point the toes. Reach your arms nice and long. Nice. Now bring the hands back to the mat. You're going to bend your legs. We're going to do some pelvic tilts. So roll the pelvis up so you feel the low back press into the floor. And then reverse it, roll it forward. And just keep doing that. Really feels good. Yeah, it's all about lengthening, moving, stretching, and strengthening. Okay, so I want you to come back to the position where your back is pushing down into the floor. And then I want you to lift your toes off the floor so you're wading into your heels. Roll up one vertebrae at a time as you push from your heels. It's all about activating the right muscle while you do this. Now roll back down slowly. And you're going to roll the pelvis forward so you create that big space. And then roll it back and peel up. Push up through the heels. You should feel a lot of glutes here. Roll it down. Roll the pelvis forward. And do that one more time. Roll it up, peel it up, push through those heels, come back down. Slide your right leg down along the floor, bring your left knee into the chest. Circle your foot, your left foot, go the other way. Extend that leg back down. Do the same on the other side. Pull your right knee in. I would like your left calf to stay on the floor. Circle your foot. Go the opposite way. Nice. Let's all meet in a happy baby. So pull both knees in. You're going to take your arms on the inside of the legs and hold the outsides of your feet. Heels towards the ceiling, knees towards the floor. Keep that low back on the floor. Add a gentle rock if you like. Nice. Now we're going to release the legs. Let the feet go all the way up towards the ceiling. You're going to flex. So you've got your heels over your hips and your legs nice and long. Slow motion with your rib cage down, with your tummy down. I want you to slowly lower that right leg. You're pushing that foot out from the body. Raise it back up just as slow. Do the same on the other side. Both legs are pushing really long. Keep that belly pressing down as you slowly lift back up. Nice. Now open the legs as wide as you can. Heels are still pushing out of the body. Close them. Now you're just going to do the right leg. Open just the right. Close it. And then just the left. And close it. And slowly, with your ribs down and your tummy in, lower both legs. We're going to meet all the way down on the floor. Go nice and slow. And then let's all meet in that nice full body stretch. Take the arms back behind you. Point your toes. Reach really long. Keep pressing the stomach down. Point those toes. Bring the arms back forward by your side. Now we're going to take the right knee, bring it up towards the chest. Don't use your arms, just use your muscle. So you're holding the right knee in. Now try to pull it in as close as you can. You're going to open the arms out to the side. Your palms are going to face the ceiling. Now without the use of your hands, you're just going to take your left knee and your right knee, and move it to the left. And then bring it back up. It might not get anywhere close to the floor, and that's fine. You're just rolling it while you keep both shoulders down. Now switch legs. Pull your left knee in. Move it towards the right. Keep your left shoulder down and come back neutral. And do that 2 more times. Okay, so now I'm going to have you lift your right arm up. Take hold of that left knee. So your right hand is on top of your left knee. You're going to guide this left knee all the way down to the floor. So your left shoulder is going to come off the floor and it's just going to be hanging in midair. There we go. So you've got your left knee on the floor, your left foot on the floor, and your left arm nice and long. So you're trying to open that left shoulder towards the floor. It's just a little spinal twist. Try to breathe. Okay, bring your left arm in and help that left leg come back up. So you're lying back down again. Extend it all the way down along the floor. Bring the right knee in. Use your left hand to guide the knee all the way down to the left side. So the knee is on the floor, the foot is on the floor, and then let's open this right arm. So you want to breathe and you want to try to get your right shoulder relaxing a little closer to the floor. It's all about taking in as much air as you can. Change up the angle of the arm a little bit. Play around, have some fun. Why not? Okay, bring the arm back in. Help that right knee come back up. You're going to bring both knees now up and into the chest. Make a little circle with both of them. So you're massaging your lower back. Go the other way. Nice. Now let's extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Pilates style, we're going to come back up. So first bring the arms back behind you. Point the toes. Now actively push that stomach down. Arms are going to lift, head is going to lift. You're going to tuck your chin, roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. And let's dive forward between the legs. So you got lots of spinal flexion going on. Just kind of round that back, let the head go. Okay, taking yourself back up. We're going to take our feet. We're going to open them wide again. So sit up nice and tall. That's the most important thing. You're going to take both of your shoulders and rotate them so you can see your right foot. Flex that foot, walk your hands down the leg. So once you've gotten as far as you can comfortably, your elbows are off the floor, right? Your arms are reaching long. So already I'm feeling this just over that left hip. Should feel really good. Now, if you can, take your right forearm and elbow and release it down to the floor. Your left arm is straight. Now play around with that upper body till you really dig where you're hanging. Wherever it feels good. Like I'm feeling a huge stretch. So I'm just going to hang in this position for a little bit. But if you're not, you can try lowering your right shoulder, raising the left one. You know, you got to wiggle around just to find that perfect spot. We always want to make sure we're holding our head so our neck feels fine. I'm just sort of looking down at my right knee. I'm going to stay here for 3 more big, huge breaths. Okay, walk those hands back up, rotate to face forward, and now we're going to do the same on the other side. So we take our hands to our leg, rotate your chest so you're facing your left foot, walk it down. As far as you can go, if you can reach the foot, great. Hang out here with your arms long. So this is sort of phase 1 of this stretch. Breathe. You can try to wiggle around those shoulders, changes up the stretch. And if you want to, your left forearm comes down to the floor. Keep your right arm straight. Keep both toes pointing up straight to the ceiling. Your feet are flexed. So you're getting your side body, you're getting a nice stretch right over that right hip. Try to lift the right shoulder up a little bit. Feel the difference in where it's pulling. Just breathe there. And walk it back up. Next, bring both legs together, shake them out. You're coming up, right up, nice and high on the toes. Hold here for a sec. Get as high on the toes as you can.
and then meet in a full forward fold. So relax your head. You're looking through your knees to the back of the room. Try to keep your legs straight if you can here. Big, deep breaths. You can hold right around your Achilles, and you can help yourself get a little closer to your thighs. Now slowly drift your weight backwards and then forwards. Don't fall. Just add a little gentle sway. And if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Okay, let's bring our hands above the knees. You're going to help yourself come up to standing. You're going to take your right foot, step it back. We have one more stretch to do. So you're stepping your back foot back as far as it will go with the heel on the floor, with both legs straight. This is so good for us. Keep your spine long as you fold over the leg. So again, we do this in 2 phases. You're going to take your hands halfway down your shin. You're going to just hold in this one spot. Your hips are square and both legs are straight with both heels down. You be the judge of the distance between the feet. The most important thing is to try to keep that front leg straight if you can. Okay, so from here, we're going to take our hands to the mat or further down the leg. You're going to round your back, drop your head, folding over that left leg. Just breathe. Make sure you're not holding the head up. You're just letting it go where it feels good. Stay here for 3 big, huge breaths. Okay, inhale to a flat back, hands back onto the shin, walk yourself up slowly so you don't lose your balance. Step your back foot in, and we'll do the same on the opposite side. So we're going to take it down with a nice long spine. Maybe when your hands are halfway down your shin, you're just going to hang out. Make sure you got your feet forward, facing forward. Both of your heels down with as straight of a leg as you can get. And when you're ready, hands to the floor, fold over that front leg, let the head go. Bend through the elbows so you let that torso really fold over the leg. 3 more really big breaths. You can do it. Inhale to a flat back. Hands back on the leg, walk it up. Nice job. Step your back foot in, take a nice big deep breath. Reach the body long, try to touch the ceiling. And I thank you very much for your power and your strength. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Hello.
Hello.